covering Northern California. You're watching Action News Now, coverage you can count on.
New at noon, a community group working to save the Colby Mountain Fire Lookout is declaring victory. Today, the leader of the community group heard from the U.S. Forest Service that the fire lookout will be open and staffed for the upcoming fire season. That includes Kenny, who's been working as a fire lookout there for decades. We're working to get more details from the Forest Service, and we'll keep you updated on air and online. Also new at noon, Shasta County formed an AI task force. Supervisor Matt Plummer said the goal is to find practical ways to use artificial intelligence and robotics to improve life for everybody locally while preparing for the future. Options include using AI to prevent homelessness using predictive algorithms, using robotics to thin forests and remove biomass for fire risk reduction, and developing an innovation center for robotic and AI medicine in surgeons. Plummer says AI could also help streamline plan check and permitting and simplify public meeting topics and outcomes. You can weigh in by taking the AI Task Force survey on our website under news links. New developments, Shasta County Public Health has identified a 6th location where people may have been exposed to measles. We told you last week that Public Health sent out an alert about the places where a person with measles had visited during their 8-day contagious period. Well, today they say that they're working to contact employees and members of the public who were at that additional location, which is Ninja Coalition on Dana Drive on January 23rd between 2:30 and 5:30 p.m. The other locations where that person visited between January 23rd and 28th include a Highland Neighborhood Park for an outdoor game of Capture the Flag, Osaka Sushi, the former Cross Point Church for a gym basketball game, Costco, and Churn Creek Healthcare Clinic. If you were at these locations at the dates and times you see on the screen, call the Shasta County Measles Information Line at 530-638-5580. Another spring-like day here in this Northern California winter time. You're taking a live look at slightly cloudy skies over Butte County, not marring the beauty of this Friday. Meteorologist Scott Owens is filling in today for Mikkel Hannah Harding. Scott has a look at what you can expect for the rest of today.
Well, Haley, everybody, boy, what a gorgeous day on tap. This is from earlier today. Finally getting a nice look outside. Clouds kind of lingering around, so we're not to that full sunshine, but today just going to be kind of the last of these stunner days. We do have an atmospheric river heading our way, and it's going to be impacting us by the weekend, but I just love getting in these last shots of how things have been looking outside. Again, just gorgeous out there, but we do have this atmospheric river coming our way. So for today, enjoy the sunshine and some upper 60s, because by this weekend, we're going to see quite a change coming around. Now, where this plays out, we're still sort of playing it out. Looks like it could reach down as far as Mid-Valley, but North Valley also in play. We're going to talk about that in the full forecast. That's coming up in just a few minutes.
Thanks, Scott. New at noon, we are getting a first look at the man who Redding police arrested after a high-speed chase. This is Daniel Keister from Redding. Yesterday, police received a be on the lookout alert for him. The alert said he was wanted for a domestic violence incident in Shasta County, was possibly armed with several guns, and had made statements about suicide by cop. At around 3:30 yesterday afternoon, a deputy saw Keister driving on I-5. They say that he sped off, leading officers on a chase at times going over 100 miles per hour. Police say Keister tried to ram police vehicles several times and eventually drove through a yard and crashed into a tree. Keister was arrested after a brief struggle. Police say they found these items you see here in that car: 2 AR-15 style rifles, 2 loaded handguns, and thousands of rounds of ammunition. Keister's not allowed to possess a gun or ammo. He was arrested on several charges, including assault with a deadly weapon on a peace officer. Well, the trial has been delayed for the Chico man accused of shooting a 16-year-old boy at a bonfire birthday party in Magalia. Justin Lister's trial is now set to begin March 2nd rather than next Monday. The shooting happened at a party near the DeSabla Powerhouse last November, allegedly when a fight broke out. Witnesses told investigators that the suspected shooter, was not part of the fight and never appeared to actually aim the gun at anyone as he fired off several shots. The Siskiyou County Sheriff's Office issued a wolf activity advisory. The Sheriff's Office says yesterday morning wolves were located between Harry Cash Road and A12, around 3 miles east of Four Corners and Big Springs. The Plumas County Sheriff's Office confirmed a steer was recently attacked by a wolf near that area. The Sheriff's Office has designated a livestock deputy to work directly with producers to support monitoring efforts and address public safety concerns. Well, a new mural in downtown Oroville is creating an interesting topic of conversation about the city's history and how it should be remembered. Action News Now reporter Jerry Olenin has a look.
This is Jack Nicholson. No, not that Jack Nicholson. This Jack Nicholson is painting a mural on a building at the corner of Bird and Hudtoon Streets in downtown Oroville, replacing an old one due to wear and tear. What is no longer here is the previous mural, which depicted Black Bart, a bank robber back in the 1800s and a part of Oroville's history. And in that mural, he was wielding a shotgun. For some people, that wasn't exactly a welcoming image into downtown Oroville. At issue, romanticizing criminals and violence.
Should we be focusing on a character such as this that committed robberies and crimes?
Nicholson spent weeks talking with shop owners. Many argued that history, however dark, should not be erased.
We recognize history, whether it is good or bad, in each of our own opinions, right?
Nicholson agreed, but he wanted to thread the needle between honoring local lore and being sensitive to modern-day gun violence.
It was a little bit aggressive, especially in lieu of what's going on in our world with heightened amounts of violence and mass shootings, to have it in the center of the community.
The result? A great compromise. Nicholson's new work, seen here in this rendition, will still feature Black Bart in the upper left corner, but you'll notice one thing is missing: the gun.
I just thought maybe we could tone the violence down while still bringing light to our history and looking at our unique past.
Still, the building's owner insisted on historical accuracy, so a firearm will appear elsewhere in the mural, held by a pioneer on a wagon. Small-town spat averted.
Knowing what the controversy was behind the previous one and what they're doing with the new one, I think it's a huge improvement.
Where art, history, and a touch of controversy meet at an intersection in downtown Oroville. Jerry Olenin, Action News Now.
The city of Oroville is paying Nicholson $15,000 for his time, talent, and supplies. Weather permitting, the mural could be finished by the end of this month. The Butte County Association of Governments is collecting traffic count data through Paradise. The town says some equipment may be mounted to existing poles and might resemble cameras, but they are not recording devices. They don't capture videos or images. They're collecting traffic volume information to plan transportation. We told you yesterday that the city of Oroville is also conducting a traffic count study. Well, happening today, a disaster loan outreach center is operating in Reading to help people recover from the flooding at the end of last year. It's at Reading City Hall. The city's partnering with the U.S. Small Business Administration, and you can get help applying for low-interest federal disaster loans. The deadline to apply for physical damage loans is Monday, April 6th. The center's hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Today's the groundbreaking for more affordable housing in Magalia after the Camp Fire. We have here some renderings of Lake Ridge Circle apartments planned by the Community Housing Improvement Program, also known as CHIP. There will be 64 units on 18 acres. It's Lake Ridge Circle off of Skyway, and it marks CHIP's first affordable housing project there in Magalia. It should open next year, and we will have a full report tonight. If you see smoke in Modoc County, don't be alarmed. Crews are conducting a prescribed burn there. CAL FIRE will help with phase 2 of the 8-acre burn near Ayden along the Lassen-Modoc County line. Smoke will be visible throughout Big Valley. You're asked not to call 911. A chance for you to give a life-saving gift today. What you need to know about Vitalent's blood drive in Reading. Plus, new evidence shows there may have been someone near Epstein's cell the night he died. We break down the exclusive CBS News report.